I'm Yoko.
And I'm Nox.
And this is
the RNS Podcast.
Bum bum.
Bum, bum, ba-na.
Welcome back to the YNS Podcast.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said YNS, didn't I?
It's the RNS Podcast.
Sorry, like I said, I'm tired.
YNS Podcast, the Yoko and Nox show.
So we just got done playing another round of
The Outer Worlds, a psychopath playthrough. So
part 2, it's up.
So Yoko here is making his way through, he made his way through Edgewater in the first one, and then we tackled, what's the place, Groundbreaker?
The Groundbreaker, yep. So
if you want to go see what mass genocide looks like, God, that was horrible. If you want to see what happens, and it was actually really interesting because we're trying to see really if the game is kind of reacting to
what we do.
This mass slaughter.
And it does.
And it does in a very interesting way. So
yes.
If you're curious about that, you should check out, we're streaming on
Mixer. Mixer.com/Yoko Nox.
Mixer.com/Yoko Nox. So, and speaking of that, that's how we got onto this topic. That just reminded me.
Here we go.
So, in order to record on Mixer and whatnot, in order to also be speaking with Yoko on the microphone and everything, I am not an Xbox user or player or anything like that, but I made an account so that I could play with him essentially, but I was groaning the entire time. And he says
she says.
He says I was talking trash.
She was talking trash. That's what she was doing. You were talking trash.
Look, okay, I'm not an Xbox person. And I don't get the Xbox. I don't see the purpose of it. I hate the controller. It doesn't make sense it makes sense for you because you have giant hands, but it's too big, too clunky. It's not streamlined. I am a Sony fangirl all the way. And PS4, just the PlayStation stand, period. So that kind of got us onto our topic today. I don't think this was originally what we were going to do, but sorry. We're going to be talking about, I guess, Xbox versus PlayStation.
Versus PC.
Oh, you throwing a PC in there?
Because PC Master Race, don't you know?
Master Race.
Yeah.
I shouldn't criticize because I used to play PC for a very, very long time, but I don't like the whole PC Master Race.
She couldn't.
It just sounds cringy.
She couldn't afford it. That's all it is.
Whoa, sir. That is not the case. Thank you very much.
Her old, outdated PC, playing Dragon Age for 10 minutes straight.
No.
On a loading screen.
No. Dragon Age 1 and 2, perfect. When Dragon Age Inquisition came out, could it handle it? No, but I'm a patient person. So anyway, you're jumping ahead in the story. Okay, so I need to understand, and you guys obviously can jump in on this too by following us on Twitter and commenting your thoughts, or YouTube, where we upload our podcast as well. And we're going to be trying to do more gameplay videos on YouTube. I have changed the upload schedule on YouTube to Saturdays because I am a working adult and it's getting really difficult to post on Fridays. So I feel like I'm giving in. So I kind of need that extra Saturday time to get stuff done. So if you're following us on YouTube, it's now officially kind of a Saturday. Sometimes a Sunday if it's a rough one, but Saturday, the weekend. There you go.
There we go.
Anyway, but back to the topic at hand. PS4 or Xbox One?
For me, I don't really care which one.
But I need you to, as an Xbox user, because you were so offended that I was like, trash.
Because here's the thing. It's all the same thing in the end.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it really is. And that's just a lens of bias you're viewing it through. I have grown up with all of them. My first generation console, well, actually Nintendo was my first, but when it came to the Xbox and PS4, Xbox One, Xbox original was my first big console of the big three of Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. Xbox One was my big one. I remember fondly that giant black controller and playing the Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2. Here you go, Blood Omen 2 on there. And that was great. Oh, man. And then I upgraded to the 360, and there we got a whole host of problems there. But at least
they're precious. What is that? Is that the one that has the red circle of death?
The red ring of death.
Red ring of death.
I mean, make an omelet, you gotta crack a couple thousand eggs.
Wow, a couple thousand eggs?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear Orange Light of Doom.
First of all, I've never had an Orange Light of Doom. That's just the sleep mode. I don't know what you're talking about. Never had any Doom.
No. I'm talking about for PS2. That was there.
Oh, you're going back in time. Sorry, I skipped that.
I know
was PC gaming then.
I know you skipped it. I'm just letting you know that
regardless,
y'all had some too. Y'all had a lot too, and then y'all would just stop working.
If you say so. PS3s. I know some people who still have PS2s, PS3s. My PS1 still works, so get out of here with that.
Yours is fine, but a lot of people say, hey, and backwards compatibility, they stopped that with the PS3 and a half.
Who needs backwards compatibility when you have awesome games coming out every generation? What do you guys have? Here's Halo again. Here's Halo 26 again, and then here's Forza 15. Like, what? I got a racing game, and I got a shooting game, and that's it.
What exactly do you think you have on the PlayStation?
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Can you play God of War on Xbox? No. Can you play Spider-Man on Xbox? No. There's plenty of PlayStation-only content that made this generation's console way superior to anything the Xbox had. What does the Xbox have? There's nothing for someone like me.
I'm fairly certain there's actually a ton of things the Xbox has, but the thing is,
not for my play style.
Since I have basically everything. I got
a badass over here.
I don't pick and choose. I'm not petty like that.
I'm not being petty. You're trying to stay neutral on both sides. The whole reason we're having this podcast episode is for you to be on the Xbox side and try to persuade me that it's even worth it. I'm just mad at I had to make an account. I'm really heated about it. I'm not mad that my name's attached to it in any way, shape, or form. So you're supposed to justify that to me. Exclusives alone, we got you.
I wouldn't say that at all. I wouldn't. Like, I know. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm not argumentative right now. I'm not. Like, I can probably look some Xbox exclusives up right now. No, that's what
I don't want to play. That majority of people want to play. I don't think so.
Oh yeah, well, let's see.
Yes, you got a shooting game. Woohoo!
Let's see.
Woohoo! Whoop-de-doo.
All right, let's see. Let's test this out. Oh, we have Gears of War. That's a big one.
It's all the type of same stuff, though. There's way more variety on PS4 for a variety of players, where you guys have just, here's a gun, here's another gun, and here's a race car. Vroom, vroom.
I'm sorry. Shooters were the biggest on the Xbox.
Yeah, they have stuck with that goddamn formula for every single generation.
Darn Skippy.
You're not opening the door.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's broke.
It's not broke.
It's broke. That's why they weren't leading in console sales against PS4, because PS4 appeals to a larger variety of people.
No.
So they honed in on one group of people and hope those people continue to be stupid and buy their stuff over and over again.
This is something that I know as fact.
PS4
has the most children. I mean those.
No, Nintendo has the most children.
I'm not talking about Nintendo. I'm talking about between.
No, but I'm going to say Nintendo has the most children.
Actually, Nintendo has the most. I think Nintendo probably has not even that's children.
Nintendo has the most children, and Nintendo has the most adult children. So there you go. I wouldn't say PS4 has a monopoly on children. There's not a lot of games for children on the PS4.
Yeah, I tried most of them.
No, that's not true at all.
That's very true.
That's not true at all.
A vast majority of the PS4's library, even live, have you heard of Knack? No?
No.
That's an incredibly popular children's franchise on the PS4. That was bundled with the PS4.
For some people, it wasn't bundled for me.
Which one did you get anyway?
What do you mean, which one did I get?
For the bundle.
I didn't get a bundle.
You just got the PS4?
Yeah.
Me, I got mine with Destiny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a children's game?
Destiny? Oh, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, I know I'm being sarcastic. That's my point. You're like, it gets bundled with.
No, I just want mine to be white.
Yeah, I know. You're supremacist in that way.
I mean, I have a theme.
Yeah, I know.
My PS4 is white. My Xbox is white. I mean, it's clean, you know?
Oh my gosh, now you sound like your father. Oh, we won't get into that. Okay, anyway. I still think that, I would not agree with the idea that PS4 has a lot of games for children.
It's not games, it's your audience base.
It's not that's not.
Nintendo
is definitely the children audience.
If you play any shooter, if you play any PS online shooter or Overwatch or any of that, and you put on a microphone and you listen and you really listen, all you're gonna hear is children screaming at you.
No. Because children choose to play a game does not mean that the game is made for children.
I didn't say it was made for children. I said that you had a giant children player base.
No, you were talking about Xbox, games. We were talking about games, and I was like, PS4 has the most exclusive. You were like, for children.
No,
so that's what you said.
No. I said at first. You asked for examples of children's games, so I gave you Knack. But at first I said y'all have a giant child player base. And I would say definitely that Xbox has definitely more adults. Man babies, yes, but definitely more adults.
Fine, adult males who like one particular type of game and don't branch out to anything interesting.
You know what? You say that, but what they do well. And
that's correct. That's associated with Xbox.
Like, for me, Halo 3 online is still the best online shooter. Just ever.
Call me when we're talking about an RPG.
No, that's the main reason why I got the PS4 RPGs.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
PlayStation always done good with RPGs.
Yes.
You know what's funny? I heard that Xbox, the Game Pass, was going to add all the Final Fantasies to the Game Pass.
That doesn't matter. I can get it on PS4. It's not exclusive.
Well, I get it for free. That's the thing. I get all the Final Fantasies for free instead of paying $20 per installment.
But my point is that's not an exclusive thing.
And also, PlayStation does you dirty if you don't keep paying. Like, they'll say, "Oh, here's our free game for the month," but then once you start paying that PlayStation Plus, all those games you got, we'll just go take them all back. Hurt to dirt. Xbox, you pay Xbox Gold. You're like, okay, here's your free game for the month, and you don't have to pay us back for it. You don't have to pay us back. You can just keep that game, even if you don't pay us with your gold. Keep the game forever. It's yours. You got it. You have it's yours. Go ahead. And that's another reason. I feel Xbox does that, at least gives back to its community a lot more than Sony does.
I would disagree with that. I don't care because type of play style that I have is if I play a game once, and depending on the type of game, I'm probably not going after it again. So I don't care. Take it out of my library and finish with it. Like the 2 free games a month, which I'll probably only want one of them anyway. I'm not going to want it clogging up my library. I played it. You gave it to me for free. Thank you. Take it back. It doesn't matter. Like I'm not going to cry over that. Like I'm glad you're enjoying paying tons and tons of gold on top of playing. Aren't you paying a fee and then on top of that a fee?
No.
You sure?
Yep. Actually, with the Xbox Game Pass, you just pay $15 a month, and they give you lots of top tier games for free. Like, in fact, I'm playing the Remnant game for free. The Outer Worlds Xbox Game Pass free. You had to pay $60 for yours. I just said, hey, I'll play it on Xbox.
First of all, I would have paid regardless because even if they offered it for free, I would have paid for it because I was excited about this game. I'd rather support the developers, but that's just me.
I'm pretty sure playing it on Game Pass, boosting their stats on the thing. I'm fairly certain that Microsoft pays them for all the revenue they generate from people keeping it.
I don't know what type of deal they have worked out with them. So I don't know. We can't speak to that.
All I know is that I play the game. I stream the game. I talk to people about the game. I get the developers their due process. You made
it your text message. Yeah, I know. You're obsessed with the game.
It's not the best choice.
Oh, my God.
It's Spacer's choice.
I'm still not hearing anything that's winning me over because ultimately...
You're not going to be won over because...
I'm waiting for you to make an argument. I'm not trying to be closed-minded to it. Like, I legitimately want someone to tell me, like, to sit down and tell me why...
Fundamentally, they're all the same. Fundamentally, they're all the same. Get some exclusives here, some exclusives there. But fundamentally, Xbox...
I've never wanted an Xbox exclusive, ever. I've never wanted an Xbox exclusive. I've only ever wanted a PlayStation exclusive. And maybe a Nintendo exclusive here or there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good for you. I've wanted them all.
Yeah,
and I've gotten them all.
You're a greedy bear.
I mean... I'm not greedy.
You're trying to store so many games so you can hibernate for the winter and not leave.
Hey. If I find a way to make my own generator, so I have infinite electricity.
Oh my God.
I'm set for games. Okay, like I have a huge library of just Xbox 360 games, Xbox One games that I can still at least play the vast majority of them on my Xbox One. All my PS2 games, however, up shit creek with no paddle.
I have a paddle because my stuff still works, but whatever.
No. It's not going to work on your PS4.
I don't need it to work on my PS4. I'll just bring my other PlayStation.
See, you have to carry a whole other console with you.
It's like a tiny little box. It's barely anything.
It's not a tiny
little box. First of all, Okay. If we were like just in one house, I'm not carrying it around. So I'm not taking it from house to house. I play various PlayStations. If I was just located in one location, it would just be there.
Or just take the disc and just place it in an Xbox, any Xbox, and just play.
Well, since none of the games are ones I want to play, I guess that wouldn't work for me. So anyway.
No, it wouldn't work for you. See, like for instance, one game that I do enjoy that was on the Xbox that I'm so upset that they never really got a proper sequel is a game called Kingdom Under Fire, and that had to be one of my favorite games ever. I beat the crap out of that game. It was incredibly difficult, but it's not on. It was only on Xbox. It wasn't on PlayStation. Xbox was more for, I guess, you call it the sleeper hits, the indie sleeper hits, while PlayStation got the big names.
Well, the thing about indie sleeper hits, I would play that on my PC. I'd play that on a computer.
Which is technically also...
That's Microsoft. I'm not arguing which company is, but I'm arguing about the console. We're talking about console wars right now.
The console, you gotta talk about the company.
No, because...
The other branches. No, because... The branches. Talk about that.
No, I don't. I'm dissing Xbox.
I had the
Excuse me.
Also, I had the Xbox One back when it was a multi-entertainment system. And I love that facet about it because I could watch YouTube in one tab and play my game in the other, and it was just great. Like for someone like me who has to multitask sometimes, all that was just amazing. But then they took it away in like a sleeper patch. They took it away, and I was so upset.
Well, the thing is, for me, there's nothing about the Xbox that you can't essentially do on a computer.
And vice versa for a PS4, though.
No. That's not true. Because there are, again, hold on.
I'm waiting.
I'm trying. Thank you. Go. Okay, so stop interrupting me to say things like that. Go. Okay, so.
Still waiting.
Oh my God, you're so annoying. Go play your Xbox. Jesus. Okay, so the exclusives on PlayStation are exclusive to PlayStation. You cannot go find those on a PC, whereas
really, I can't find God of War on a PC.
No.
Okay.
It was a PlayStation exclusive, or was released first on PlayStation, so you wouldn't have been able to find it on a PC. At least when it came out, I don't know if that's changed since it originally came out. But when it originally came out, that was PS4 only, so you cannot find that on a PC.
So I thought that was weird.
Yeah, so it's not. I'm sorry. Is it?
No. This is what came up for the thing. I was just like, God of War Xbox One. It wasn't what?
Yeah, anyway, so my I don't see, if you had a PC or a decent PC, I wouldn't see the point of also buying an Xbox because you can find the same games between the PC and the Xbox. So that's I don't see the point of it, and I prefer it ultimately to play on a PC. I don't like the Xbox controller. Look, again, I'm fine with people playing with it what they want to play. I don't want to like actually really insult people and like get them all butthurt over anything, over the things I'm saying. But just like my personal feelings, I don't like how the controller is. It's too, I really feel like it was made for men, which annoys me. Because I'm sure there's some girls who'd be like, what are you talking about? But it feels like it was made for men because the controller's way too big. It just feels like there's only one type of game to play. And yeah, there are girls who just like doing shooters and that's fine. Or girls who just like doing racing and that's fine. But again, I really feel like PS4 appeals to a wide range of people and a wider audience, which makes it a better console just overall because everyone can find something to do on it.
I find a lot to do on the Xbox. It used to, its main draw was Halo, and there used to be a lot of Halo clones on it. Granted,
but
now there's a whole lot of different types of RPGs and stuff on it.
That's exclusive to it. That I couldn't just play on my PS4.
I don't know, actually.
Okay,
you're not gonna really get much out of exclusivity out of me because, like I said, I have both. I never thought about exclusives.
Yeah, but we're taking sides here, so stop waffling back to like, well, I have both, so it doesn't matter to me. My point is, if you had to choose one or the other,
that's the essence. It doesn't matter. Like, I like Xbox more because it's what I grew up with.
Okay,
I grew up for years.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, it comes with a nostalgia. I have a lot of good memories playing Halo with all my friends in LAN parties, and I have a lot of good memories just having crap tons of fun doing things like Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath, and stuff, which I do believe that might be an Xbox exclusive, and that's also a very good game. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? A lot of my friends have PS4 too. And they all play together on the PS4 while I'm here on the Xbox sometimes by myself, which isn't fun. So I got a PS4. That was that. Once I had both, I just be able to bounce between both of them. And
okay, well, you're supposed to take a side. So sticking with my side,
you only have one side.
No, I can acknowledge if you were giving me things that, like, if you were saying like your argument of, well, there's more things to do in it now. Okay, fine, I can acknowledge that. There's more things to do in it now than there used to be. But I really feel like what Sony has done well, or PlayStation has done well, is that they have invested in a bunch of different, like the best game makers, the best companies. Like they put all their money in those baskets, and now they have a bunch of relationships with people who make just really killer games. And I think that's something Microsoft invested maybe in a different avenue.
No, they didn't. Microsoft did actually the exact opposite. They didn't invest in a bunch of like really well-made famous ones. Because I think The Last of Us is also PlayStation.
I just said they did one in a different avenue, and you said no. Yeah. And then you started talking.
No, I didn't. I agree with you. Their avenue, they definitely went the more indie route. Mm-hmm. They had Microsoft had this whole indie games thing, and that's where a lot of like I said, sleeper hits come from. I'd say Microsoft gives more chances to people than Sony. Sony, if you're well established, yeah, sure, they'll give you lots of money.
I disagree with that entirely because VR for them was an entire gamble, and all they have are indie developers to invest
in. Because no one knows how to do it yet, so that's all there are.
But you're saying that they don't give chances to people. I'm saying that's what regular. They do.
And you're not going to. Well, that's a crap argument because you're not going to.
Excuse you.
You're not going to release VR without VR games, and no one knows how to do it right. Nobody knows how to do VR right.
There are people who have done VR right. My point was that you were saying they don't give chances to people, and I was coming back and saying, well, they do give chances to people. They have given chances to people, and I would still say
that was out of necessity, not out of the kindness of their own pockets.
Every company is out for money. It's not about the kindness of their hearts. Nobody's trying to do things out of the kindness of their hearts. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to be like, oh, Microsoft gives people chances out of the kindness of their hearts. No, Microsoft is trying to hit the bottom line. They're trying to make cash, just like Sony's trying to make cash. We're not going into it with that argument. Your point was that they didn't give chances to people. I disagree with that. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine.
I'd say Steam just gave out chances left and right, and that just turned to a bunch of crap.
Well, why are we bringing Steam into this?
I mean, like I said, but you said no one does at the bottom of their heart. Steam had a very low bar and shows.
Every company's objective is to make cash. So I don't know why, like even Steam's objective is to make cash. And they do that by trying to maybe play the good guys to make people happy or taking a gamble and maybe we'll come up with cool games with this. But it's at the bottom, at the end of the day, it's about making money. It's not about let's just give people chances for stuff. Netflix throws money at people to come up with stuff, but that's because they think they'll get a return on their investment. It's not just, here's the kindness of our heart. We really believe in you, pal. It's not that.
Sometimes it really does feel like tattoo.
Yes, they just throw cash at people.
It's like, why did this movie have to get made? It didn't.
Anyway, I don't want to feel like, I don't want anyone to think that we're really getting heated. This is just like one of our more passionate arguments.
It's not really a passionate argument. Like I said,
well, you did insult me, but I insulted you, so it's okay.
It's all right. That's because, like I said, you're a Sony fangirl. You're a Sony fangirl, and
I'm proud of it.
Yeah, the only thing you really brought to the table was
exclusives.
Thank you.
But I would also argue that you didn't bring much to my table either with Xbox. You just waffled and said, "Well, I got both." And I'm like, that's not the argument I need you to make. I got both. We're not all rich and just can, afford multiple consoles.
That's funny. I'm rich. No.
Okay. Well, we can't all afford to make sure our consoles are pure white and don't have a speck of dust on them.
You know what?
So whatever.
Sometimes you gotta make good and take care of your investments. Okay.
Anyway,
so you say where, but
I'm sorry, my PS1 still works. So
my PS2 is in that drawer right over there.
Is it working?
Yes.
I expect you to say no.
Why?
Because you brought up the orange whatever of death before.
Oh, that's for PS3. So
no.
3. No.
Okay.
I wish I had a PS3 that's backward compatible. That's worth a lot of money. That's worth a lot of money because this one time, the last time Sony said, you know what, backwards compatibility could be a thing. We're gonna let you use your old games, and they're like, nah, we're not gonna do that no more.
Whatever. So
it's probably I say that, but it's probably a technological reason somewhere down the line. I mean, like the disc reader is a different type of disc reader.
Yeah, they're trying to make things more compact and more and quicker and faster. That means you can't do everything exactly the same. So, but yeah, ultimately, I don't know. I honestly, and I don't mean this to be an insulting thing. I think I kind of said it already. I really feel like Xbox games are designed with like a particular type of guy in mind and a particular type of player in mind. I'm not trying to gender block Xbox, but girls don't play. Of course they do, but I don't. Again, it boils down to me that I feel like Sony is open to a lot more different types of genres and people, where Xbox is again, shooting and racing. That's what I see primarily on it.
Well, that's not what I see.
The exclusives.
That's not what I see. I see in both sides, really, just a lot of.
Again, I like shooting and racing games. I'm not going to say that I'm not down for that.
First off, I think
the only options you're offering me, I'm not going to buy a whole console for it.
I want to put this on record. Every Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2 is trash.
Yep.
Every single one of them. And y'all need to stop buying them because y'all are the problem. You people who just go out and just buy every Call of Duty just because it's a Call of Duty are the problem. Just like you people.
And I need solutions.
Exactly. And you people who go out and buy every single sports game release right after it comes out. Give them time. Force them to work on their stuff. Y'all, shoot, I can go forever on this. Man, just...
Well, we intended to keep...
Sorry. Got in a rant, got in a tangent, that gets me so heated. How many Maddens do you need? The roster doesn't change all that much. It's the same people mostly. The NFL does not get all new players. The whole roster does not change. All you do is update the roster, make one game. Madden, update that roster every single year until you can actually get a better engine that works and isn't trash.
Woo.
Same thing for NBA.
Oh, he's still got more. Go.
Same thing. And the FIFA people are the worst.
Oh yeah, FIFA.
Because oh my God, they just the RNG, the loot boxes, people who spend thousands and thousands and thousands on one game that they can't carry jack crap over.
You want to take a breath?
Sorry, it's just I love the gaming industry. I do. And when I was growing up, I wanted to work for any amount of these companies that I grew up playing their games. That's why I wanted to create and put more games in the world. And then I see this laziness come out of them because people, they will speak up and be like, this game's trash, this game says this, but guess what? They'll still buy it.
Yeah, I don't want to say laziness because I also know when certain companies buy other companies and then they put certain deadlines on them.
Look at you, EA.
I was trying. Okay. Well, call them as you see them, I guess. Yeah. I'm not going to lay blame at the feet of the actual developers. But if you're owned by something and your boss gives you a deadline for something and you don't have enough time to squeak something out and they're just on your butt about it, that's not really your fault. But yeah, it is the fault of the consumer if they keep buying trash games.
Like people don't, these big companies, they don't care until they start losing money. And then they just cut off the thing entirely. It's like, what?
I think this is going to be where we lose any viewers or listeners that we do have. I think we've insulted too many people and too many types of things. Wasn't our intention. Again, I actually want to know what your thoughts are on this whole issue. Are you a PS4 user or an Xbox One user?
Or both.
Or both. What do you stand?
Or if you're PC Master Race. Hey. Okay. Hey.
All right.
PC Master Race.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
All I'm saying is, Hey.
Okay, anyway. Play us out. Before you go, please give us a like, subscribe, and if you want to continue talking with us about nerdy stuff, follow us on Twitter at Yoko Nox or on Facebook, facebook.com/RNS Yoko Nox. We upload every Tuesday on anchor.fm/Yoko Nox and also places like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and many others. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
See you there.